So, as you say that we shall be looking both at the theory and the practical. Yes, Mike?
I have a challenge.
Yes.
I don't know whether I should present my screen.
Yeah, just present it.
Okay, hope you can see it clearly.
Yes, I can see.
The issue is, you see, at this point, I'm using both. I'm using frequency, relative frequency, and the cumulative frequency. If I try out on location frequency, um, adding it up to the total, and then if I press Control and move to the cumulative frequency, then I highlight that, um, then I move to Insert, and I say recommended charts. Okay, so in this case, okay, it presents to me something of this. So is it okay? Is it right?
No, it is not the correct procedure. That's why you are getting something like that. Because we said you highlight the location, the frequency, and the cumulative. And we said again, you don't highlight the totals. Because the totals will mislead you. We are interested in the values. Like highlight location up to New York, frequency up to the 12 something there, yes, up to there, then go to cumulative frequency, yes, then go and insert.
So in this case, am I using both or just use the cumulative frequency?
In which case,
Yeah, okay. I'm using the frequency. Okay.
I can't see, yeah, so that is what now is called Pareto. Because you see that the Pareto diagram, first it shows two things: the absolute value, which are the frequencies, then the cumulative value, which is represented by that line, that the red line, and so on. That's the purpose of it first.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can review the notes a bit so that uh, we don't lag behind. You can just maybe
Yes.
check the videos further, the recording, then in case of now any technicalities, we will be able to sort out.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. So we can proceed. We cover some small theory, then one practical, then I'll give you an assignment. The data set that you are going to use is called the histogram lesson, dataset S.11.12.5. It is called histogram lesson. Winnie, do you have access to the datasets? I shared by email. Check your email. There was an email from African Center for Data Science. If you open that folder, you'll get all the datasets. Yeah, yeah. Dataset S.11.12.15, the histogram lesson. But before that, there's some small theory we haven't covered. So basically what we have seen is how to present what called qualitative data. And we have seen the nominal part of it mostly. So I want us to look at what called quantitative data. So after now we look at the quantitative data, we now go and, because mostly it is visualized also using frequency tables and histogram. frequency tables and histogram. So, and we are saying that quantitative data can be measured and is not just observable. And the measurement of data is numerically recorded and represented. Like if I ask you about your age and you tell me it is a number, you record it. It looks something like that. And we are saying that numerical data is indicated by quantitative data. For instance, data can be recorded about how many users found a product satisfactory in terms of the collected ratings, and therefore an overall product review can be generated. Example of this quantitative data, maybe if we are recording the daily temperature of this room at various intervals, it is quantitative. If we are talking about the price of commodities, it is quantitative. If we are talking about weights, it is quantitative. If we are talking about income, that's quantitative kind of data. Yes, maybe? Okay, okay. I'll check your, oh, descriptive, yeah, under descriptive. If you open, we have data sets inside. If you open that folder, or you can download the entire folder, then extract, you will find all those data sets there. Yes. So, just a minute. So, we are saying that this quantitative data can also arrange into or subdivided into two categories. One is discrete, and another one we said it is continuous. So we are saying that discrete data refers to the data values which can only attain some specific values. And discrete data can't attain a range of values. So what it means that before we go in the visualization and so on, like if you ask the number of students in a class and we say that we are about 10, you see that's a specific value there. The number maybe of stars in the sky, if it is countable, you give the specific value and so on. And in most cases, discrete data is represented using also bar charts. So bar charts, we see that it is applicable in both cases because we plotted a bar chart yesterday. And when we come to what's called continuous data, before we go to the plotting, how it is visualized, we can say that continuous data can contain values between a certain range that is within the highest and lowest values, and the corresponding difference between the highest and lowest value of these intervals can be termed as the range of data. So continuous data can be tabulated in what is called the frequency distribution, like the one that we saw in the qualitative. So here also, frequency distribution can be used to represent. But now one thing about it is that the frequency distribution table can be computed for the range type of data. Like what I mean, in this class, um, we are about 14 there or less. If we take all our names and put our ages against our years against each individual's name, and you present that data the way it is, we can't use in making decision, right? So what we do, maybe we say we subdivide those between the age of 20 to 25, 26 to 30, that 1 to something like that. Then it becomes, you reduce it and it becomes easy to do the interpretation and so on. That's why we are saying that the frequency distribution table can be computed for the range type of data. So we are saying that it can also be depicted using histograms. So there's a difference between a histogram and a bar chart. So histograms mostly are used to represent continuous data. It shows some kind of continuity, and histograms are like, when you're doing exploratory data analysis, they are very important because it shows you if you have missing data in your data set, you will find a gap there. Then it tells you between maybe the age of 20 to 25, we don't have any observations. It can assist you to identify those missing values and so on. So when you are talking about the heights of the students in class, can be in varying nature, so it is continuous, it is not definite. The number of students in class, if it is 30, it is 30, right? But the heights can be varying, which is continuous. Um, so you are saying that to summarize this data, you need first of all to divide into ranges to be able to summarize the data. And you are going to see how we do it. So example, when you are talking about the height and weight of a student, the daily temperature recording of a place, it is not definite, it keeps on fluctuating. The wind speed measurements and so on. So those are continuous type of data. So in terms of visualization, the main reason you need to identify, I said yesterday, you need to be able to know you are dealing with either continuous data or so like the main reason you need to know those types of data sets, it will guide you to know how you are going to visualize, because you cannot use like a histogram to visualize discrete data, or to visualize nominal data or ordinal data. So you need to understand how uh, each type of data set you are dealing with before you proceed. But I want us we are going to start with a very simple example based on this data set. I don't know how yours looks, if it is similar to mine. It looks like this. It has only one tab, the histogram. I want us to duplicate to add another tab. So you can come to where it is written the histogram down here, then right click. When you right click, there's a pop-up, this one. Let me try to increase my, just a minute thing. Where it is written histogram, right click. Then there is a window that has just popped up. Click where it is written move or copy. When you click move or copy, there's another window that has popped up. Then I want us to move to the end. Move to the end, then create a copy, check the create copy. Then okay. So the first one now, the first worksheet, this is called a worksheet. This is another worksheet. The entire is called the workbook. So the first worksheet, rename it, right click and rename as frequency table. Now the second one now will remain to be the histogram. Save your work always. So I want us to clear everything, this frequency distribution table, because I want to teach you the easiest way to come up with it, right? So delete the data set that you have in this one, clear everything so that it becomes similar to mine. So we have said that to come up with a frequency distribution table, we must subdivide our data into ranges. And the easiest way to do that is in Excel is to use a pivot table. A pivot table is very easy to use. So, come up with our pivot table. First of all, we have how many values here? There are 20. The count is 20. You see the way this data is like this, you cannot make any decision, right? Maybe instead of data set, change the name data set to age of students, or just put age. It can't be age, just put age. So we have someone who is age 1, another one 9, 22, 24, 32, 33, like that. The way this data is, it is very difficult to make any conclusive decision. So what we want to do is to summarize this data in a frequency distribution table. So let us highlight the entire data set. Yes, yeah, to start from age. And maybe for those who are new in Excel, you see when you have a lot of data, this is not a lot of course. Suppose my data, my Excel, let me see how many it holds up to. This is about 1 million, 1 million rows. Suppose maybe you had such kind of a data set. You see, highlighting slowly like this, you can't reach a million. You need a shortcut, right? So in most cases, you click on the edge, then Control Shift together, then the downward arrow. It highlights everything. So having highlighted this, I want us to come up with a pivot table. To come up with a pivot table in Excel, we go to Insert, then Pivot Table. So this pivot table, we can design it to go to a new worksheet or just be in this existing. Existing is where we are working. But since we are going to copy again that pivot table to bring to a working area, let us just take it to existing, so to a new worksheet. Just proceed and say okay. Okay. Once you press okay, a new worksheet will be created. It is called sheet 2 here. You can of course rename it maybe pivot table if you want. So um yes, Mike.
So the new pivot table, will it be on a new worksheet?
Yes, Aaron, Mike.
Are we having the new pivot table on a new worksheet, or is it on the
Existing.
existing one?
Just let us create a new worksheet. Since we want, we will just copy the values and take to our frequency table. Create on a new worksheet. So once you are done with that, I want you to drag the edge. Have you seen where the edge is in this pivot table fields? This one. Here, up here. Where in your pivot table, there is where it is written edge. Drag to the rows. Then do the same, drag the edge to the values. So still, it is not making sense, right? Yes. Yes. Some? Or maybe you have selected the pivot table that has graphics. That's why. Yeah, there is that option that I normally see. but it is fine, we will still copy. This is what we are interested in. Yeah, let me check. Selam.
So, I feel like you're moving a little bit faster.
Okay, no worries, I can just repeat. So, are you here where I am currently, like this field?
Yes, I'm here.
So, I have said
Yeah,
in this,
yes.
in the pivot table fields, this is where it is written age, right? You drag age to rows, then you go again up where it is written age, you drag to values. It is okay? Okay. So, you see, whatever we have gotten, it is not yet clear, right? We need to do a lot of modifications. The first one, under values, there's a drop down there, small drop down here. Here, where the sum of, there's a drop down. You can click so that it opens another window. So, you can see there's a window that it has just opened. So I want you to click on the value field settings and select count, because frequency is like count, like how many times something is appearing, right? So select count, then okay. Yes, okay, no worries. So you are here, you are, do you have this first, this table, that this one, you are here? Okay, so under the values here, the sum of values, under values, the sum of values, sum of, there's this drop down, something looks like a drop down. Yeah, click, you are using a Mac, that's why. Yeah, once you click, it will, there's another pop-up field that comes, right? So under this pop-up field, go to value field settings, the last one, value field set. Do you have, okay, I'm coming to check. I understand the Mac might have different. Yeah, you must go to count directory. Fix settings. Yeah, same. You go to count directory, the second one. Yeah, then okay. It's the Mac. That's how it is. So when we go to count, you see our table on the count of age changes to 1 1. What it means, person who is age 1 appears only once. 9 years appears once. 22 years once, and so on. But still, you cannot use that data the way it is to make any decision. It looks a bit against scattered. Yeah. Yeah, it will bring 5. Yeah, it will give you 5. So, yes, Mike.
I have an issue on my side because I'm trying to custom the um, the field settings, but it's an issue.
Okay, you can
You
share
don't
your,
know the issue.
screen.
I hope you can see.
You are here to drag the, you only have the rows, you don't have the values. So you drag that edge to values also. Yes,
Okay.
then now you can proceed and custom. You click, you can now, sorry, click on the table, go to where the sum of edges down here, there's that here, an arrow click. Then once
Then
it,
count.
yeah, then count here. I can see from my end, but I hope, yeah, that one.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
How comes it's one?
Yes?
Okay, okay. Okay, I've seen. Okay, it's 1 1 1 1 up to 20.
Yeah, it means that each one of them is occurring once.
Or once. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we have our pivot table, but still we are not making, it does not make sense, right? We need to put the row labels in a range. Arrange maybe, yes, so that maybe between 1 to 10 and so on. So to do so in a pivot table, we come to the row labels and click any value under row, either 1, 2, 9, 22, wherever here. Just click wherever you want. After that, then right click. So you can just come select anywhere here, anywhere, uh, se uh, select, click, then after that right click so that this pop-up window appears, right? Once it appears, go to where it is written group. Just read at those icons, it is here, group. Then left click. Then when you left click, there's another dialog box that appears, right? We have starting at 1. Basically, our data set is starting at 1, then ending at 100. So by, you want to divide in which manner? You can maybe put a 5. 5 still, it will give us a lot of, but because you are practicing, let us put a 5 first and see. 5, then okay. So you see, between the age of 1 to 5, we have one person, right? 6 to 10, we have 1. 21 to 25, we have 2. 31 to 35, we have 2, and so on. At the end of it, still the grand total will be 20. So these are the frequencies and these are the ranges. But still that one looks a bit, maybe is a still a bigger table to present. We can go back and select, we put 10. So when we select, instead of grouping it, you ungroup first so that it goes back to the default. Yeah, you ungroup so that it goes back to the default. Then let us select once more, right click, group it, then by, you just maintain 10 so that we have a smaller table. So we see that between the age of 1 to 10, we have 2 people, 21 to 30, still 2, and something like that. So since it is difficult to edit the pivot table, I want us to copy this table. Copy this table. Copy your table. Then let us go to our frequency table worksheet, this one. Then paste as values, right click, right click, right click. So paste as values is this number 1, 2, 3. We paste as values there. Of course, after that, now we can do formatting and so on. Okay, yeah, I understand. I know why mine looks distorted. You can do the normal formatting. Yeah. The rest is just the normal formatting here. Maybe now you can put the borders. You can come here, put all borders. So also I want my font to be consistent. I go to click here, format painter, I come and click here, format. Okay, format painter, I click here. So under row labels now, we can call it age group, right? Then count of age is the same as frequency. So between the age group of 1 to 10, we have 2 people, right? 21 to 30, we have 2. So the way it is now, at least you can do some kind of, what do you call, interpretation. But also, one thing again, it is always good, like your table is in a specific order. Maybe it is arranged from the age group that has more people in maybe ascending or descending, right? So that your presentation at least is easy for people to understand. So we can highlight from age group to frequency. You leave the totals alone because it will distort. Then we go to data. Under data, we go to sort. We sort by frequency from maybe the largest to the smallest. Yeah. So we see between the age of 71 to 4 is the one that has a lot of people, right? 81 to 90. The last one is between the age of 51 to 60. But further, maybe we can go further and add the relative frequency column, because sometimes it is easy to present data in a percentage format as compared to just absolute numbers, right? So let us calculate the relative frequency. So for the first one, it will be equal to the number of people in the age group of 71 to 80 divided by, and we said yesterday that the division symbol in what do we call, the division symbol in Excel is the forward slash, right? It's like the proportion, how many people are between the age group of 71 to 80. It is 4 out of 20, which is the total, right? So is equals to E4, where under mine it is E4, I don't know in your laptop, divided by 20, which is grand total. But since we are going to do the same across the other age groups, I say that we log the grand total cell, right? So I'm coming to my E13, I put my cursor there, I use the dollar sign to log. You can use the dollar sign, or I said use F4, others function F4, others it will shift F4, so that you lock. And the purpose of locking, this one, I think Winnie, I don't know, were you there when we were talking about locking? The purpose of locking this is that when you drag, it doesn't keep on moving downwards. It becomes static, if I can say. So when I lock there, now I can drag downwards. There, it is okay, right? Then since they are decimals, it depends. Mine, they are decimals, I want to change them to percentages. I go to home, select percentages. Now, let us also make this one to be part of the table, highlight everything, put all columns. The other ones are just formatting. Sorry, where has my work disappeared? Okay, what else? Okay, maybe Since everything is like 10, 10, let me increase the number of decimal. Yeah, it is 10, 10 basically because 4, 3. So that one will not assist. So between the age of 21, 21, 30, 91, they are just 2, 2, 2, 2. So basically this is our relative frequency. The rest is just formatting, but let me see the questions that we are having. Mike? Yes, Mike, your hand was up.
Yes, I was stuck somewhere because I had an issue
Yes.
on my side.
Okay.
I don't know whether I can share my screen.
Yes, just share.
Let me undo and also undo here. Okay, I had to copy and paste. So my issue was trying to. Okay, hope you can see this one. Just assume this.
Yes.
Um, let me. Okay, how am I going to? I wanted to unlock this one.
You wanted to?
To remove this one.
Just use the delete once, delete key.
It isn't functioning.
Be- the issue, I think you copied it as a pivot table, right?
Yeah.
That's why it is bringing some issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it has some formulas, but yeah.
Okay. On this one,
Mm-hmm.
see, is it showing what I've done because I'm seeing the grand total above. Um,
Yeah, it is wrong because whatever you have done when you are sorting, you highlighted
yeah.
even the totals because the totals will always be if you highlight up to the totals, so you can first sort
Yeah.
in descending order. In is it descending there?
Yes.
Okay. Or go to sheet 2 first. Go to sheet 2. Your sheet 2. Stop highlighting is yes sheet 2. Yeah, you can just copy afresh that table. Yes. Go to frequency. Right click. Right click so that you copy as values. You paste as values rather. No, you haven't pasted as values. Undo. If you want, yes?
Like this one.
Yes, exactly. Then we can work with this. You can just delete the one at the top.
Okay.
Then if you want, you have deleted almost undo. You have deleted even the data. Or just use the delete key in your keyboard. Your keyboard has the delete here. Then if you want to remove all these writings, highlight everything there, even those lines there, then go to home. Go to home. Just give it a moment. Your laptop seems to be very slow. Why is it selecting? I wanted you to go and remove all borders, or you can right click then remove all borders. Okay, I can't see all the other icons. I don't know why.
Let me remove.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, you have copied. Yeah, sure. Maybe click outside that area that you have copied first. Yeah. Then highlight everything. Highlight. Then right click your. When you right click. Okay.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Let me share my screen first. Maybe undo. I don't know why you are getting a lot of. You can just stop sharing so that I can share. So if I want to remove this one, I select everything here. When I right click, you see the board, this one, this icon for borders. I don't know if you can you see the window that has just opened? Mike, can you see it? Or
Yes, I can see.
or I come to my home, then under home there's these all borders, but there's a drop down there. When I click, you say no border, then everything disappears. Then you can proceed and delete everything if I want to delete. Then it becomes clear. But that is something you can maybe check later because of a time, because they are just the basics. I don't know if that is okay. Hello, Mike. Hello.
Hello. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, thank you. So basically, this is the frequency table. I hope this is clear to everyone. The- This one. Yeah. So this one, whatever we are doing here, we are closing this so that it doesn't keep on moving. So relative frequency is like a proportion, because you want to know between the age of 71 to 80 how many people are there in terms of proportion. So you take that number like 4 divided by the total. If you go to 81 and to 90, the same 3 divided by the total, something like that, gives you the relative frequency. Then the last part, let us look at the histogram, then we'll be able to complete our today's class. Again, clear this table that was there, delete everything, remove the borders. Where it is written data set, we change to age, right? So for histogram, I don't know, it depends with the the office version, but let us see. In case you get any challenges, let me know. Highlight your data again from age downwards. So whatever we are saying, that continuous data can be represented in a form of a frequency distribution table or a histogram. That's what we are saying. So highlight your data set. After you highlight, go to insert, under insert, go to recommended charts. Okay, under recommended charts, So go to all charts, then a histogram. Where is histogram? It is here. The first one, select it, then okay. So let me check something from your laptop in case you have. Okay. Yes. All charts you don't have. Okay, let's see another way. Yeah. This one has plus has. Yeah. It has this one, but it has. But go to all charts. Yeah, but this one downwards. But don't select it as it is an histogram still, but with an array to. Yeah, there is also a histogram with an array to, but don't select it first. You don't have all charts. Yeah, they are different. That's why. Because I hear that student again. Okay, it is fine. There is another way. I don't know if it is going to work. There is another way. Let us try and see if it is going to work. I want us to add the data analysis toolpath in your Excel, and we attempt using it. If you go to file, if you go to file, then you go to options down here. Under options, you go to where it is written add-ins. We have general, formulas, add-ins. Go to add-ins, click on add-ins. You don't have options. I think, yes? Okay. For Mac, you know you buy everything. That's why. Yes? Yeah, exactly. Because for Mac, you buy everything. Maybe even for that one also. Let me see. Content, the statistics, yes, statistics. Okay, that one will not assist us. Close it first, cancel it first. Does it have the data analysis inputs? Data analysis. Because you buy everything, so this one might have limited features, some missing. Yeah, that's why. Because the data analysis is an add-on. So maybe for those who have, let me show you something how you can add the data analysis toolkit. Once you are here, you can just, there's somewhere written go downwards here. It is written go, click on it. Then there is another window that opens. It has the analysis toolpath, VBA, Euro currency tools, solver add-in. We are interested in analysis toolpath. Check this box on analysis toolpath, then say okay. Then when you go to your home screen, then where it is written the data tab, you will find it has been added somewhere here. You see here, here. So you can see you can do all kind of statistical analysis. Let us attempt to create histogram using this and see if it's going to work. Input range, You select the values alone. Let us see if it's going to work. The beans are these things, this that looks like a bus. So the bin range, yes, the bin range also, let me see if it's going to work. It's not going to. Then output range, you can just say the way it is selected by default. Also, yes, the input. When you click this, now you come and select in our edge data set. But this one you don't start from edge, you start from the number 1. Yeah, input, yeah. Yes, up to, yeah, the last one then. But the bin range is where you want your, what do you call it, your histogram to appear. Just select, let us select a region here and see wherever is blank. Let us see if it will work. Then no need for labels. The output options is where you want it to appear. So we do have, what has happened? Sorry, just a minute. I remove first of all this one that I had plotted here. But you have a histogram that has the Pareto. Or you got it where? Or yours it was there already? Okay. Let us attempt this once more. Sorry, mine. Okay. Let us highlight data analysis. Histogram, where is it? Okay. Input range is okay. Bin range is okay. Out, yes? No, if you put the same, it tells you it overlaps. Because the bins are those bars that run upwards, if I can say. So you, that, that's why I have just selected, let me remove so that I can select again. I've just selected any, somewhere here, an area, but these ones, then we have the, where output options is where you want your histogram to, yeah, yes. So what normal happens, we are going now to define our bins and so on, so that you increase. But this one, we let us try first and see how it will look like. Um, output options, output range. Maybe we can select output range. It is where you want it to be displayed. You can just select somewhere there. We see what is missing is you want it to contain Pareto, cumulative percentage of chart output. Just say chart output and okay, we see. Now this one, it is bring some errors. Let us first of all use the normal one. We will try this maybe on Monday. I check something. I don't know if we have anyone who uh, uh, anything has worked. This one, I'll just have to check this method. Let us use the longest method first. This one that we had done. Yes. Oh, we are trying to plot a histogram using that method. Oh, yours is working. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay. Let us just insert because of time. Let us use the longest method. That one. So we will work so that your office is updated. I wish you could have told me earlier because today you had someone who was updating. Yeah. Is it your personal laptop or work? Yeah. So I'll arrange so that someone comes and updates the office here. But maybe a quick one for to demonstrate. I'll also check the longest route to see if it will work. Then I'll record the video here. And I recommended charts, all charts, histogram. Where is it here? But for you can use the one that has the Pareto for now. Yeah. Then once you have this one, you can try to play around to increase the number of bins. So to do so, you go to this plus, then under access, when you go to access, there's another arrow there, this one, you click, then you go to another window written more axis options, more axis options. I don't know why, sorry, let me repeat it. Under axis here, yeah, here, more axis options. I don't know why it is not bringing me what I want. More axis options. Yeah, yeah. So when I click, okay, let me make it first a bit smaller. Here, axis, more axis options. You see, there's something written bins and so on. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, this one. This is what I'm looking for. This one. So bins are those, what do you call it? It looks like bars. The vertical, these ones, like we have currently three of them, right? So those are bins. I can say maybe I want number of bins. I click on it. Then I select, instead of 3, maybe I say 9 or 10. Then once you type it, you click outside. So it changes. It gives you automatically. So from our data, it shows between the age of 45 and 56, we don't have anyone. Is it true? 45, 56, we don't have. Yes? Eh, yeah, 45 to 45, 56, we don't have. It is true, right? Yeah. So that's why you see this gap tells you have missing data there. You can play around once more, maybe increase the access. We say more access. Maybe put this at how many? You can say maybe I want how many bins. Let us put 10. We say click 10, then click outside or close. So when I take to 10, they become even more. Between the age of 10.9 to 20 there's missing data. So this, basically, what's the purpose of this? Maybe it is very crucial to show continuity, and we use it mostly in exploratory data analysis. Yes, it gives you automatically. Yeah, the classes. You see when you select here, sorry, just a minute, access. When you select here, so we say that we have two ways of presenting continuous data. One is a frequency distribution, right? And we constructed it using a pivot table, then summarized. Two, you can use a histogram. So here we are presenting the same data but using a histogram. Yeah. Or when you go to, or I understand, we have had some people, not even even Pareto, they were having almost a similar issue. What about if you go to, let me see, just a minute, team, we are winding up. That about, I don't know if insert, is it insert? If I go here, I don't think it doesn't have more, because when you click at more again, let me just check something. Select this one, then click on more. Select, still it takes you to histogram. Select histogram. Okay. Select histogram, because this is not a histogram. I don't know why it doesn't print. Oh, so it, yeah, again it hangs. Right, okay. Okay. Hey, try to open it once more, please. As you are opening, let me check any question. Mike?
Yeah, good question. I'm stuck at the part. I'm having issues because they keep on telling me that I have to, okay, between the input and the range and the image. I don't know what you've done.
No, we are not using that method. We dropped it because it was being an issue. I was to confirm. We are using the longest route for now. Maybe you can share your screen. Just highlight. Just highlight. You can share your screen, Mike. Go to insert. Because the other way it was just go, whatever we are trying there, then more, then histogram. Okay. Tiasang. Okay. I don't know why. I have to check the other method first. For now, maybe. Yeah. Mike, you can highlight your data set.
I've already highlighted it.
But I can't. Yes, go to highlight once more.
It's highlighted.
Go to insert.
Uh, I'm already at insert.
Okay. I'm waiting to see the other the new window. Under insert, select all charts. I don't know why I can't see everything.
All charts. Yeah, I'm at all charts.
Then select histogram.
Okay. Also using the older means.
Yes, 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 yeah.
I thought you're using the one with
The shortcut, no, no. I said I'll confirm that one, then let you know.
Oh, okay.
Then if you want to increase the number of beans, you click the plus. You see the plus that comes somewhere there.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Then you go to access. Under access, you go to more.
more access options.
Yeah, more access options. Then you will find where it is written number of beans.
Number of beans here and there.
Yeah, you can now maybe type maybe 10. Then when you click outside, it will just, or when you close it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Of course, you can put the titles, but since this is continuous data, you cannot do the color coding like the way we used to do in qualitative. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is a continuous data. You cannot do the color coding in continuous. Yeah.
I
Um.
have a question.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I have a
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
This one is a continuous type of data.
Yes, it is continuous.
Or it's continuous because there's between 1 and 2, uh, there's an undefinable kind of. Is that the assumption?
It is not the assumption. It is the fact.
Oh, okay, okay. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Continuous. We say that like it does not have a definite value.
Yeah.
So that's what you mean by continuity, something like that.
Okay, but the discrete, the presentation, I think for the discrete data, which I think is the one that is more, that is presentable by, instead of bar graphs, maybe you can use, now I thought it's the discrete data that really we use the bar graph. But this one
No.
is histogram. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, discrete we said we used bar chart. And
Yeah, yeah.
yesterday we came up with the bar charts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, all charts. But it is this one also is still a histogram. I saw it somewhere. But now it has the Pareto. The last one is exact. Iga, has yours worked? It's working. The one that has the Pareto. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Not really. I have to, that's not a. Okay, let me just come here so you can wind up. Okay, let us reduce so that the number of people. Yours does not have the plus. Not at the eight. But still it is a histogram. We are more answers options. So we need yours is only giving the options to you. Yes. So you no, access, then more access options. It is open gas giving. Just a minute. But it is okay. It is okay. Talk about something like that that you have seen options. Exactly. Um, so for now we can just conclude there. But for those that have the issue, I'm going to check the data analysis one so that I can record a brief video and share. But also there is still an exercise, the histogram exercise S.13.22.5. This one. So in that exercise, we have the histogram, you are supposed to plot it. And also we have the frequency distribution table already given, but for this one you can delete and start afresh. I want you just to come up with a frequency table using the pivot chart. It is the easiest. You will never struggle with it. Yes? Assignment. Okay. Check at, do you have S.13.22.5 in your data? You don't have? Yes? No, no. S.13.22.5. You have it. Let me confirm. So you can go back to that folder online so that I can check. Just open it. Yes, open it first before you download. It's the one thing that is here. You can download it. Hit the tab folder once more. Yeah. Yes, I'm up there. Yes, exactly. You have it. Yes, that one. Here, I click on attending. S.1. Yeah, this one. Then for this one, you can clear all these areas so that you come up with it using the pivot table, which is simple. So I keep on adding materials there, the data sets and any other information. The online team, I hope you have seen it. In case you can go back to the folder and recheck. You will get the exercise. It is S. Let me just type so that you can note down. It is S.13.22.5. Sorry. S.13.22.5. So I think we can